What up? Big Tone? E? What's going down, boy?
Hey.
What's happening?
Welcome to another episode of Don't Be Stupid.
What's up, peoples?
Stupid. Man, I wanted to say, bro, and I told Tony you're going to get into it, but I wanted to say, man, Saturday, good time.
Oh, yeah. We had that little event, that little cognacs and cigars. Yeah, that was something special.
Learned a lot about being middle-aged.
Yeah, I learned I don't like being it. Especially when you're around a bunch of youngsters. I ain't gonna lie, though. I think I fell in love like 3 times in about an hour. I'm telling you that right now. It's total superficial. I was over it, though.
The actual cognac cigar part was actually a lot of. It was an older crowd. It was cool, mellow. Yeah, but when it transferred, we had somewhere within the night it turned into a reggae fest.
Okay, let me ask you this: the thing upstairs, which was like not
Oh,
karaoke,
you know what? I forgot all
not
about
karaoke, but
No,
it was like the live band, and then people were singing. That was off the chart. That was like that's a cool atmosphere.
I think
Yeah,
that was called Soulful Nights or something like that.
That was where it's like an open stage. It's like an open mic. It's an open mic. That's what it is, open mic. So they have a house band, and you go up there and you tell them. I guess they can play all kinds of songs, and you
They
tell
was
them a
jamming,
song, and you can
They was
sing.
jamming. They sound real good.
Yeah, they had some folks up there that sounded pretty good.
People was blowing.
I forgot all about that upstairs. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was real cool.
I know we kind of
So
let that.
that was also the grown and sexy. That was
That's
an older.
grown, that's
That was an
grown,
older
yeah.
crowd too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
And so
man.
that was more probably my speed and stuff. And then downstairs, inside, we ventured off in there, and that was like I say, that was that was the reggae fest, and that was I'm gonna say a couple of generations under us. It seemed like
Yeah.
it got real young.
Yeah.
Young boy, he was watching the dough. He was like, oh yeah, y'all need a band or whatever. And I think you called over DOS, and DOS took us in. As soon as we hit the dough, we go in, and all I see is a broad with her ass all up in the air, boom, just bouncing it. Another broad behind her slapping it. I said, damn. What the fuck you done brought me into?
That was a beautiful thing. I don't what's the problem? What's the problem? I see my wife there.
Reggae people dance different to reggae than they do to anything else.
Yeah,
So that's
man.
what was going on.
I
That
was like,
whining and
reggaeton done went off up in this motherfucker.
And listen,
that motherfucker was popping though.
It
I gotta
was
say,
popping.
it was jumping.
I was waiting for the air horns and all that shit because I was in my zone, but at the same time, I was like, man, god damn, I feel old.
Yeah, we was old up
I
there.
Yeah, man.
But I did see my wife in there. She was bad, boy.
How many times did you see your wife in there?
The 3 times
When
I
now-
was,
now
three
when he-
times I was in love that night.
Remember, he's talking about 3 different girls that he feeling that. He ain't talking about people listening saying, "Oh, his wife was there." No,
man.
3 different girls that he's seen.
I think they were my wives right there.
Shit, they probably was your daughters.
My daughter's wife?
As young as they were.
Huh?
As young as they were.
Tony, you talking about the future ex-wife?
No,
seen up
she
in
was
there?
my
Like,
she was
the
she was-
future ex.
Nah.
Future
She
ex-wife.
was bad enough to be my wife for just that couple of glances, and
You
then
got
I was
rent
like,
money
you know
for
what,
one
I
night?
gotta go.
You got rent money for one night?
If she had a cell phone bill, I'd pay it. She was
Damn.
bad. She was bad, boy. She
Putting
was
some
bad.
Put some young girls through
I
college.
ain't gonna lie. Some of us have done worse. So she was bad, and then it got late. It got late.
It got late on my ass quick too,
Yeah,
boy. Because I was,
Cinderella gotta go
quick.
home.
I'm still recovering.
Motherfucking 10 o'clock happened. I was like, oh shit, I'm tired of motherfucking.
Yeah, because you disappeared
Yeah,
Nigga,
Gab, you disappeared,
I went to
bro.
sleep.
This motherfucker went to sleep.
in the car, sleep.
Nigga, I'm old. Nigga, I can't do that shit.
So at what point?
And,
So at what point?
and I'm seeing 12-year-olds bounce in front of me. I'm like, God damn.
Come on,
Man,
Kev.
ain't no 12.
12. It wasn't
Hey.
nothing like. So don't do that.
Because what if I dance with one of them
Let me-
and you
Don't
tell
put
me
that out.
let me
Don't
say
even
this.
put that out there.
Let me say this, dog. When you was 30,
Yeah.
when you was 30, how were they?
I don't. How old was who?
Depends on where you go.
No,
I
they
guess he
was young.
referring to you.
Nobody was underage. Everybody was like 21 and over, I assume, right? That's 21 and over spot, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everybody was 21 and over. No, nobody was underage.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just saying.
you
Back
12
when you
years
wild.
old is like exaggerating like a
No,
mother.
I'm saying back when you was going out, them girls would have had to been pretty damn young.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you went to too. Because there was a times when I was 30, I still went to like grown and sexy places, like clubs, where they played the type of music that I like, and there was a type of crowd a little bit older, like more mature folks that ain't gonna get into a big old fight and shootouts and shit.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That was real cool. The atmosphere was real cool. Everybody was cool in there.
Everybody was cool. Everybody was. It was still packed. There was some.
It
There was
was.
some tall motherfuckers in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
There
you
was
know,
some tall motherfuckers. I was like, damn, y'all could have cast for the Wakanda guards, because
Talking about the women.
yeah,
Yeah.
them women was like, I mean, like
I seen
there
one that
some
was tall as shit. Like
I'm
that.
the short guy, so if I tell you a tall woman, you
Yeah.
a tall woman.
Hey, we talking like everybody know where the fuck where this place is. FYI,
They
man,
don't-
this
they
is
don't- they
this
don't
is
gotta know.
Sacramento. This is Harlow's. In the back, we was at the cognac.
It was only crowded
Cognac and cigar
inside in the reggae part. The outside in the back was still grown and sexy, and it was a whole different crowd. So
Well, you know, it was decently packed upstairs for the singing event. I thought so. I thought. It was
yeah,
a
that
decent
was
crowd.
earlier,
Nice.
but that was earlier.
Yeah.
They were done with that because later on that evening it was empty up there. So at what point do you become too old to be out there in that crowd, to be out there going out doing that thing?
Saturday.
Well, you know,
I mean, at what point do you?
what we went out there for, I thought we was cool. That was cool.
But-
I mean, even upstairs when we was at the thing. The
I
singing
ain't gonna
event.
lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. If it wasn't for the alcohol, and I wasn't drinking that night, I'd have been like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
even if I would have went for the open mic thing, I mean, which is cool. I mean, it was cool. It wasn't. It probably wouldn't have got me out the house by itself.
Nah.
Now, I knew somebody who was
Singing
that
or
was
something.
participating, but
Yeah.
even that, yeah. I mean, I might show up, but when it's over, I'm done. I'm out. I can't see myself hanging out no more. That's just a waste of time, bro. We just standing around, watching folks. It's loud as fuck. You drinking. You don't know what the fuck. That's another thing too, because you ever notice that, like everybody knows, well, my boys know that Crown Royal's my drink. When I buy that shit and I drink my shit at home, it's got a whole different flavor than when I'm out somewhere.
Cause you made it.
It's still it's even, but I drink it straight.
Yeah. Oh, he barely had any coke in it. Remember?
That's what I'm
He barely-
saying.
he
It
barely
just
put
it
anything
just
in
don't taste the same. It's like you don't know what the fuck you drinking up in them damn clubs.
It's like he watered it down or something.
I don't know
I
what-
wasn't
I don't
even
think-
nothing.
It was
You know,
pricey as fuck.
And then
Yeah,
then it's
Then
expensive as
it
fuck.
was what $23 for me and Tone.
It's like $10
Was the
bucks.
Tim of them when Eden came was 30 something. I was like, damn, boy, we could have got a bottle and just chilled.
It's like it's it's like you standing around, you spending all this money on these little watered ass drinks, and then on top of that, you the old nigga in the club.
Yep.
So it's like you can't hear nothing. He- I ain't got to the point now where even dancing and shit. Who the fuck? I ain't going out there dancing to little Uzi Vert and shit. I ain't dancing to that shit.
Oh no, they would. But they would. I ain't hear no Uzi Vert, but
But
that
that's
reggaeton
what, I'm
was
just
slapping,
saying.
but
No,
I-
that's different. That's different. I'm talking about
That's
on a. That's because it was reggae night.
Yeah.
On a regular night though,
they would have played some bullshit.
who? We just
Can
too
you-
old.
I can't
I just
dance
think.
that.
My opinion. This is. I think I'm officially retired, dog. I'm done. I ain't going back out there in that
like,
bullshit.
hey, can you play like Next or
No.
something?
I ain't going back out there in that shit.
Hey, you told you had to talk him in, remember?
Yeah, for sure. But,
Ian
I
to coming
mean-
out, yeah.
I mean, but that's that thing where you gotta like. For me, I got no issues. I might complain about it, but I like the atmosphere and stuff.
But okay, that's what I want to
one of
know.
them cats-
What's the atmosphere that you like? What was so nice
I
about
just-
the
I just-
atmosphere?
It's just for me. It's just people watching shit.
But
I
the
like to
place,
see-
the place is packed.
I know. I just like to see other people's. I like to see situations that people are put in. The awkwardness. I people watch, man. I just sit back and just chill. There was a time where I had to be out there and dance.
That nigga said
and
I had
meet-
to be out
I
there.
had to. You know why? Because ain't no use in me going to the club and I'm just a wallflower. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm doing that now because guess what? I ain't going out there to sweat and shit. I ain't doing all that.
What? Okay, so that
So-
gets me back. That gets me back to the question because
Right.
that's what you just said. You said that when you were participating in this shit,
Mhm.
when you was younger,
Right.
it was the place for you to be. Now that you older
Yeah.
and you not participating in shit like that, you just people watching. At
Yeah.
what point do you say, okay,
I'm
I
done
need-
people watching.
Yeah, I need to stay my ass at home because remember,
Yeah.
there's everything seems cool to the person who's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
And then there's always the outsiders that's looking the same way we did when we were younger. Like, why is that old nigga? Now, you to yourself, you look cool. To yourself, you look like you all right. But to everybody else, you that old nigga that's in the club that's sitting
Right.
over there looking at everybody and watching. So at what point do you decide that, you know what, I'm through. I'm through with that atmosphere. And I'm not saying you
Right.
can't find the right atmosphere for you, but that
Yeah, no,
that
it's-
particular atmosphere.
I think it's about finding the right atmosphere for my pace. Like a lounge. They got background music. You can just chill.
Okay, but
Clubs.
but
Clubs.
okay,
but
but
clubs and ain't
that's
gonna
what I
be
want
for me
to. I just
anymore.
want to know about the clubs.
Right.
Well,
I don't want to know
interesting.
about. I don't
They're
want to. Hang on,
interesting.
hang on. I want to hear. I want to hear the answer to this question though.
Yeah, the clubs like that are not for me. Not at the age range that they were on. There's clubs out there for the mature and older, because there is a need for that.
Yeah.
There is a need for that. But at the same time, when I do go to those clubs, I'm like, ooh wee.
But it's ooh we what?
I'm like ooh wee, like
Ooh we what?
Ooh, we
Like,
good
ooh,
or
we,
we
like-
bad?
I know.
no,
we
they're
good.
like ooh wee.
Like, we need to
She
go to the
hella
gym.
old.
Yeah,
I can't hear. What is it?
God damn, he said she
She
yellow.
like,
old.
well, old.
Nigga, but you hella old now. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not hella old, but she doing her
Tone,
thing,
you
which
are-
is fine.
You old too though.
I'm old too, but there's people that's gonna be there that's older than us too.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
need a place like that.
But I guarantee you. Let me put this out there.
Go ahead.
I'm guaranteeing you that you closer to their age
Of
than
course.
Hank. Then what? What was I gonna say?
You're saying I'm closer to the
It
age.
was.
I'm
Then what,
Of
though?
course.
No, I was gonna say you're closer to their age than we were to them kids' age that we was at the
There
other
you
night.
go. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
okay, all right, man. I get
You're
the hell
taking it
outta
to the
here.
negative where you don't feel like going.
No, I'm
to
not
places
taking
like
it to a
that.
negative. I'm
just
asking
telling
you.
when
We-
I
we-
go
we
out.
was- we
I know.
out of-
I'm
we
not.
was
I'm
out
not
of
taking it
place.
negative. I'm asking you.
Right.
I'm asking you. I'm trying to get you to see. And you ain't gotta see. You might feel totally different. What I'm saying is, you're saying that you're going like ooh we, and that's what I'm saying. The young folks are saying about us when we up in it. They're like ooh we. They old as hell. Just like you feel about them.
Right.
You know they feel about us because
Yep.
because there's a bigger age difference between them and us than
Right.
us and
But
the next people.
that's somebody that's looking at you that way. Me, I'm not stopping that person that's older than me doing her thing or him doing his thing. I'm not stopping. That's just me looking at them like, oh shit, they way older than what I thought this this club is, you know, because they're 10, 15 years older than me. That's fine. But they're not stopping them from doing their thing, so why should I stop doing my thing if somebody's looking at me like, what the fuck you doing?
No, but okay, that's why I'm not telling you to stop doing your thing. I was saying, first of all, when you were talking about that, you're talking about the club for the older folks.
Yeah.
It's a whole different atmosphere. So the difference is that they might be older than us, but you can actually chill in those spots and still look or seem what I'm gonna say is appropriate.
Yeah.
Where when you're in a young club and you trying to feel, because fitting in the young club might make you look stupid.
Yeah.
Fitting in, I'm not saying it does. I'm saying it might make you look stupid, trying to dance, trying to dress like them, trying to be like the young folks.
Yeah.
Okay, chilling with the old folks, you're able to be, because think about it, their club is a little more quiet.
Yeah.
You can speak, you're lounging, you have your drinks, you got food, you got whatever you need. It's more about chilling.
Yes.
That shit that they doing, that's some shit that young folks is doing.
That's what I'm saying. They're a little busy.
They real,
way
you
too
right.
busy.
That's a perfect word. They real
They
busy.
Let's say this though, the atmosphere we were in Saturday, it was created for it's, and they do this a lot. It's not the first time I've been there and I seen this happen. They had an older crowd outside. They knew they had that older crowd, and if it wasn't for the Doss connection, we probably wouldn't have went into the club. We probably wouldn't have went into the reggaeton thing.
For sure.
He just said, "Hey, this event going upstairs." That's this one, and then later on it's gonna be this tonight there.
And
so we probably would have stuck to our own.
And I do want to say, we didn't go inside with the intentions of kicking it.
No,
we
not at all.
basically went inside just to
to
look
see,
at young
just to
folks.
see what was going
to go
on.
see what
Just-
these
yeah,
young
yeah, we-
folks.
we-
Let's
we
go see
definitely
what
peeped
these
on
folks is
They
doing.
said-
So
yeah,
we were
because
out there just seeing what they were
Right,
doing.
because they said they were playing reggae.
We was shocked as shit when the reggae was going down. We was like,
I love that shit.
Yeah, 'cause
reggae
I
was
love
cool as a
reggae, too.
motherfucker. It was,
Right.
and the atmosphere was nice. So
And it was
but
popping.
I'm
popping.
gonna tell you, I felt out of place. I'm like, shit, I feel out of place because you can't. I don't feel comfortable staring at these girls. Especially the first thing I come into, and I'm feeling like, man, they my daughter.
That didn't so much bother
Not
me.
so much
That didn't
staring,
bother
man.
me so much
man.
because
Some of these girls wanted to be seen.
Yeah, some
So I
of
don't-
them was acting wild.
Go ahead, Eric.
I'm just saying that I didn't really feel. I mean, I didn't feel like that. Like I was doing something wrong looking at the girls and stuff.
Right.
I just felt like there was a time when Tony was saying when we would go to clubs and stuff and you felt like a part of what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we've passed that part now where it's not about us no more. You looking, even in your head, when you looking at these guys, these kids, and you like, you feel like you cooler. You feel like you feel like you dress nice. You feel like you just as,
Flies and everybody else.
yeah, just exactly. You just as fly as everybody else. And in reality, you not. And it's nothing to do with your style. There's nothing to do with all that. It's to do with
It's the young perception.
Yeah, and they know, just like we know. You can look at a motherfucker, and if you're not interested in an old motherfucker, then they know that this is an old nigga. You could be as fly as you want to be. You just a fly old nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, we all know.
Yeah, you ain't wearing skinny jeans and some fucking red shoes.
And what we talk about ain't gonna be exactly. You start talking all that stupid shit. We're like, what the why am I talking to this motherfucker?
I think it's
we can't communicate.
Yeah, obviously, definitely, we like.
So
for sure, maturity level.
It really makes you appreciate. I mean, and I'm the out of the group, I'm the fucker that has the problem with getting old. I'm the one that gets depressed every birthday and shit. But it really makes you appreciate the what we do now to kick it. What we do now to when we put something together for us to do something, because I know like when we go do shit, if we going out to dinner, if we going out to stuff, it's a way different kind of atmosphere, and I like it so much more. Even if it is, you know, I mean, even to the point of having your girl with you, because that's another thing too. Is that when you were younger, you were always looking for new.
Some no puss.
Exactly. You're always looking for new shit. You know what I'm saying? You get older,
Damn.
and it's like
Get to the point.
the competing. Now I just want to go out with my boys, hang for a little bit, and when I get tired of them, I can go home. I can go home where my girl is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got. I'm not trying to. Last call, looking around like, oh shit, the light's about to come on. I ain't got nobody yet.
You know what though, man? It's a cycle, because eventually all those cats that we seen, that whole room that we seen, they were in their 20s. They're gonna be right where we're at right now and be like,
the part that now you right, you right about that, but the part I think that you're not genuine about, the part that you say so freely, is that what you just said. When you were that age, you forget that couldn't nobody tell you that shit. Couldn't nobody tell you that shit until Saturday. I mean, basically, you always you all, and we've all been like that. That's what I'm saying. We all like that. We all to the point where we think we relevant. I talk to Doss all the time. He think he the shit. Doss look like somebody's grandpa.
but that's the thing is,
he walked like somebody's grandpa. That nigga dropped something at the thing the other night and asked me to pick it up because he can't bend down that far. So it's like, it's like we all think we cool. We all think we relevant until you not.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I know what you said is true, but what I'm saying is, we not relevant to that out there in that crowd like that.
No, of course not. But the thing is like, my thing is the atmosphere. I love that music. I don't give a fuck how old, but at the same, I can't be in a room like that.
But didn't it? Okay, I love reggae too, right?
It's all about acceptance.
I love reggae, but even as much as I love reggae,
right,
I couldn't be in that room.
No, there was nothing but
not consistently.
No, but if you was in a spot, so you on vacation,
that's
that
different.
Reggae come
that's
on,
different,
woo,
right?
That's different.
Because
When I was
now,
in St. Lucia, that was different.
Because now you're in a place where let's
it's an older crowd. It's an older crowd.
Let's stay facts. When you get older, you tend to do things like get away and do that shit. When you get older, when you're young, you're planted.
Well, that's not true. When you young, they're just traveling to other spots. They're still going out, but they're going to Mexico to what's that place where they spinning you all on the wall and doing shit.
Oh,
they doing that kind of shit. And when you get older, you're looking for that couple like thing where you're
doing the couples thing.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
They still going out. They just doing like that spring break like shit, that wild and crazy shit. That Vegas weekend, which we did a few times. That I don't like that shit either.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, damn, complain about going out.
So you enjoyed the Vegas shit too, huh?
No.
See, I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
But the thing is,
it's all about acceptance. If you feel like you're being accepted, that's why if like at our age and we go somewhere where it's grown and sexy, and it's a lounge and it's cool and it's laid back and there's nobody's busy or anything, like upstairs, for example, at that spot upstairs.
Yeah.
That
nice.
seemed like there was some young people, but it seemed like
they was grown. But they was grown.
They
were like
young people. They wasn't 21. They was right at 30.
I got a feeling there were some youngins in there.
But they carried themselves different.
Yeah, they carried themselves different, and they liked that type of music, and they weren't so much into that busy, crowded kind of thing.
Right.
Because a lot of young folks don't like the busyness.
Even though it was young, they were like an upscale. They were even if they
they were more
even
chill.
if they weren't upscale, they were portraying themselves like they were upscale.
Yeah.
So you saw more suits.
Yeah.
You saw more. They were dressed
more
different.
Suits.
And the music was way different. They were playing that. They were playing that.
And I met
that Jill Scott flavor.
Yeah,
Jill Scott flavor to it. Yeah,
exactly.
That's real cool.
That's right.
Yeah,
and I seen two of my wives up there, and
this nigga and his wives.
But
what's funny is this
spot.
girl. What's funny is this girl gonna listen to this later on and be like, so you saw your wives, huh? That shit ain't gonna be funny then.
You know what though? She has that double-edged sword. So did you have a good time? What are you supposed to say? What the fuck are you supposed to say? Fuck yeah.
Me-
I was lit. That
me-
shit was bomb.
I tell the truth because I'm Mr. Negative all the time, so I just tell the truth. Like,
that's
yeah, it
some
was all right.
bullshit.
It was cool.
And that's a lie.
No,
I could.
because this is what I did. Remember, I talked to you this morning about it, so I ain't talked to you since Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was there,
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was laughing, I was having fun. But it was fun, like fucking with y'all and shit, just acting stupid. Once I got home, I was able, because this is what I told Tony this morning. I was like, man, when I think about this shit, it's just, I feel like it's a waste of fucking time, a waste of fucking money. It's just, I just feel like I would have been happy. It's like when we go to to the basketball games, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I always say, football games same way. I always feel like, man, I would have enjoyed this game a lot better watching it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And we be having good ass seats.
Yeah.
And it's always like, man, just something about being at home, having my own food, my own drink, my own bathroom, not in traffic.
Well,
I just enjoy
in
it.
theory, it sounds great to be actually at the event. But when you put all the stuff you have to do to get to the event and park and get into the building and fight the traffic and fight to get a beer and all that other bullshit, it actually is a drawn out process. You kind of get like mad about the shit. And like you said, you might be a little bit.
I
You might
feel the
enjoy it
same
better
way.
at the house. You're like, shit, I could enjoy this at the motherfucking
feel the
house.
same. I
Why
feel the exact
fuck
same
I do all
way.
that shit. But
Like,
on Saturday,
when I'm standing
on
in line,
Saturday, the joking around and the bullshit and my man Billy talking that shit, I enjoy that thoroughly. But when the basic premise of what people go out for to have a good time and party and club, I'm not there no more. I don't
think I'm done.
I'm not. I can't do it. So it was cool to watch, but like I said, I start feeling out of place. I'm like, I'm too old to be the old nigga in here looking at these young people and blah blah blah. That's not me. I'm with Eric on that part. I think I enjoy it better just to go out and have a good time with you and your girl and your friends and all that shit. And even if that is like going to a park or going to the Bahamas, which all
I ain't
your
going to
partners or whatever it is, I'm gonna have a better time because I'm gonna control the atmosphere. And the
Kevin,
people
when's the
I'm
last
around.
time you took your girl to the park?
You do some crickets on that? Ain't got no crickets.
Like never?
Like, crickets? 83? Nah,
Damn,
more
still
shit.
waiting.
90 something. I don't know,
Listen.
man.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Sometimes, sometimes you gotta live in the moment. Don't worry about it the next day unless you're like shit faced. That's the thing. That was the whole thing. The next day you're like, I should have stayed home. I should have did this. I should have did that. Nah, I spent money. I just live the moment. You don't do it every weekend.
But
Fuck.
you're right. But the moment, we leave it alone. But the moment is you the old nigga in the club. That's what I keep trying to get to. Now, if we talk about the right atmosphere, yeah.
Right.
I'm not complaining about the next day. I went out, because most of the time when I hate to admit it, but most of the time when I'm in the right atmosphere, I'm with my girl. We chilling. And so it's not a bad thing. But when I seem to go out with my niggas, it always turns into, you know what it always turns out into? It always turns into, oh nigga, we out. We about to kick it. Everybody gets like that. It's either
Like it's about to be the greatest moment.
Yeah,
It's about to be the greatest night of
and-
your life.
and the
What?
niggas
that?
and the niggas that's your boys that's always out, like say Doss, they do that stuff where it's like they look at you like, oh shit, we got Eric out. We about to have we about to do something. He finally came out. We got to do something. So it turns into this thing where we trying to do everything in one night, and then we get out there, and it's like, why we? You look over at Doss. He got his Dockers on. You look over at Kevin. He got his shirt tucked in. You look. I got on what I have on, a Vans t-shirt or some shit, and it's some some girl came up to me, asked me was I a skater.
I'm a skater.
Was I a skater? I said,
Yeah.
a 40-something-year-old skater. But
Retired shit.
it's like
Tony Hawk.
it's like we ain't fooling nobody.
I ain't. That's what I'm saying.
We might not be the
Fuck on that.
oldest niggas in the club, but I guarantee you, at the reggae thing, the people that we were with at first, once they all left, the last dude, the cop, we were the oldest niggas in the club.
Goddamn.
Yeah, after he, because he probably was, because he's older than us. After he left, we were the oldest niggas in the club.
That's all right. I like the music though.
All right. So we leave that one again.
Y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, you got a little thing bad about yourselves, man. I'm just
It
saying,
ain't thinking bad about myself.
You guys are like, oh, we oldest motherfuckers in the club. Yeah, that might be, but just live the moment.
You know what's
Like the
funny?
music,
What's funny about it is
That's all
I've
it
been partying with you for so long that I can remember when we were in the club, dogging the oldest nigga in the club. You would be the one that like, look, there he go over there. And you be the main one talking about, watch out now, watch out. You be doing your thing, talking about that's the old nigga in the club.
He was the because he was the stereotypical old man that was hitting on everybody.
What makes you think that
We didn't hit on nobody.
But what makes you think that those kids looking at us don't say that about us? Because that nigga thought he was fly when we were talking about him. So what makes you think that in our mind we cool as shit because we got on whatever we got on, and the young folks is looking like, look at them niggas over there thinking they cool. What makes you think that they ain't say that about us?
I don't give a fuck. That's the difference.
Okay, but you don't answer the question though.
My old man, he probably said, fuck this bullshit. I know I'm not oldest motherfucker in the club.
He did, but
watch out now.
But we used to say, I remember me and you.
Watch out now.
Me and you used to say, and that's what Tony used to do back then. He used to be like, watch out there. He used to do the whole
Watch out
thing.
there.
What's up, cat daddy?
And Tony used to say, I can quote Tony. Nigga, I don't never want to be the old man in the club. That nigga would say
I don't.
But you are now. Because you like the music.
I mean, yeah, I like the music, man. You can't fault me for loving the music.
But you know
the
what?
music.
Okay, you like the music,
I
but
like
you
the
also
music.
said you fell in love 3
I
times.
did. She was
All right,
there.
then. All right, so it's more than the music.
She was whining and
Next
grinding
topic.
like that. I was like,
And there's a club playing that music with our people in it somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're out there. I
Yeah.
don't know about in Sacramento. It
I
ain't
know,
every
yeah,
weekend.
yeah, I was-
If not, we need to make sure we create
there
it.
is.
Yeah, they're out there.
There is.
Harlow's has it.
Yeah.
Because Harlow's does. They switch it up all the time.
Because
They
even
had to
upstairs was cool.
The next night, Juvenile was there. The next night,
Juvie.
I ain't trying to go hear that either. But
I'm
he was
good.
there.
I
The next
don't need
night.
to see that shit 12 hours later.
So anyway, y'all slide through the Harlow's, you come down in Sac. You know, that's where the spot is. Check out what night's going to be
Tell
there.
Doss I said what's up.
Tell Doss we said, what's up? Simple as that.
The old nigga in the Dockers.
He let you in though.
I'm gonna put that out there. That nigga
man.
be hating that shit.
Mention Don't Be Stupid podcast.
Damn, cut myself off. I want to touch on that Dallas thing one more time. I mean, we touched on it once.
The
touched on
Cowboys?
it twice. Man, fuck the Cowboys, man. Man, you know I'm upset about that shit. I want to touch on the what happened about the Dallas cop today. Just for a quick second, we can get out of it.
I don't even know what happened.
Tone?
I just know she got fired. That's it.
She just got fired.
Straight fired. now, when I was saying she got arrested quick, Eric thought that she didn't get arrested quick. It took a little too long.
She got
Oh, got
arrested, but
arrested.
she
But
just
she got
now got
fired.
She
fired.
didn't
Did
get
you-
arrested quick.
No, that's how you felt. That's what I said. I thought she
No,
was
no,
arrested.
But that's what I'm saying.
It was like 2
She-
days later.
Yeah, it's like
2
3
days
days
later.
later. So how do you shoot somebody?
Yeah.
How do you shoot somebody in their house and then get arrested 2-3 days later? How is that quick to you?
What was to me because there's cops that never get arrested at all.
No. But I'm not. That's not. I'm saying how is it? That's
No,
still too
investigate.
long, no matter what.
No doubt. No,
Yeah.
it is too long. I mean, for
It
you
is
or
too
me,
long,
for
but
you
they
or
had to
me, they would have
investigate.
arrested us that night. You're right. They
So
would have
it's
arrested us at
too
that
long.
moment. But I'm just saying, for those cops that never get nothing, they just kill people and go about their business.
Yeah, but she
And then-
just now got fired.
No, ain't no cop. But ain't no cop doing it off duty, killing folks and just not getting arrested and going on about their business.
You might be right. I don't
mean,
know what they. What
I'm
they
sure.
doing.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
she was off duty. She was
Yeah,
off
this is
duty.
an off
She-
duty
she-
cop.
And
She said she was off duty.
unjustified.
I
No,
think there
she
was,
said everybody said she was off duty.
Yeah, that's
she
what
clocked
she said. She
out
was off
and
duty.
went home.
But there's incidents where cops have been going home and they see a crime happen and they jump in the middle of it. I don't think you ever really off duty as a cop.
No, cops
But-
are always 24
always,
hours.
Okay,
right?
but
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what I
saying,
thought.
what I'm
Okay.
saying though is, there's cops go home and they get involved in shit,
Yeah.
and they don't shoot a motherfucker in their living room and then don't get arrested.
They can arrest somebody,
what
but
I'm
they ain't
saying.
gonna go
No
to
doubt.
somebody else's house. And
But the
shoot
reason why I
motherfucker.
brought it up is to say, did you think that took a long time for them to fire her?
Fuck yeah.
You know what? No. You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
Now this part makes more sense to me. Now, yeah, she should have been fired because I believe that you just can't. There's no exception for. There's no excuse for going in somebody's house and killing them. But what I'm saying is that part of it, I could understand them being suspended. Leave without pay and whatever until they investigate and find out what's going on. But as far as shooting a motherfucker in his living room, that's something that should have been automatic. You arrested. Nigga. I mean, it shouldn't take you. Of course, you got to investigate a little, but that happened that night. By in the morning, she should have been in jail or out on bail, whatever. But she should have been arrested.
Matter of fact, when they officially arrested her,
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty much when you fire her. Because now you can't be a cop when they actually arrest you.
Yeah, I mean, but you also can't fire a person once they get arrested. Like if you get arrested, it's your job. You can't be
She
fired.
ain't even been
Until you're-
sentenced.
But she ain't even went to court yet.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't be fired.
That's crazy.
You can't lose your job until you've been proven guilty. I mean, if your job fire you because of some shit that you say you didn't do, and come to find out later on you didn't do it, you might be able to hold. I mean, they might be liable for a lawsuit.
Yeah, it might be liable. Yeah,
Because you can't just fire somebody for some shit because somebody said you did some shit and then come to find out you didn't do it.
no doubt.
She did it.
I just wanted to know how you felt
That's
about
not
it.
even a
No
question.
biggie.
She did
Yeah, she damn sure did it. She damn sure did it. And since you brought up the Cowboys with man,
This
motherfucker
nigga all over
Jesse
the
Garrett.
place.
I can't stand that nigga, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, he
I
gotta
know
go,
he ain't.
man.
I know he ain't black, but he's just
He all
when
over
you
the place.
when you just he's just not good for the program, bro. He's
Yeah,
just not good for the program.
he's got to go. And you know what? The whole coaching staff got to go. Hey, they just horrible. Throw them all out. Even the light skinned new brother that they just give out on for the. He got to go too, man. They all got to go.
I mean, did you watch any football, man? I don't like this new rule change. I'm not with this. You can't tackle the quarterback and drive him into the ground. What kind of shit is that?
Well,
That sounds crazy as hell.
No. You know what? The way you said it sounds crazy, but I understand what you're saying though.
Ain't that
But-
roughing the quarterback?
Yeah, he's roughing it. But what
I
I'm
mean,
saying
no,
is,
Tone, man.
what he's
Hey.
saying is now just sacking the quarterback is becoming it's a penalty.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. You're right. You shouldn't be driving them into the ground. But these cats are,
Yeah.
They ain't
taking them
even
to-
doing that.
Because what's his name for for Green Bay that tackled
Clay Matthews.
Yeah, that should have been a sack.
I mean, that's what killed the Cowboys. The first they 3 and out. If
Man,
we go
that
with
ain't
him,
what killed the Cowboys. They sorry
I'm
as
just
fuck.
saying,
That's
they
what
sorry
killed
as
the
fuck,
Cowboys.
but that started out the
can't
momentum.
hit. That can't throw shit. That motherfucker. You know what? I seen this last year. People want to blame it on the offensive line. That can't throw. That motherfucker can't throw. He throws shit into the ground. Well, look at his passes and shit, Nick. He horrible.
Man, I have no excuse for the motherfucker.
That
I have no
motherfucker
excuse.
horrible. It ain't all the offensive line's fault. He horrible.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at these new rule change. I'm like, okay, look, man, you changed too many motherfucking games after a damn tackle.
Everybody
he tackled the quarterback.
what?
That's good.
But okay, you know what? Everybody else got the same rules, and they managing to
Yeah,
win.
man, but
and they managing to win,
What we
so
gonna
we
do,
can
give
still
them
win.
flags? We gonna give them flags next? You can't hit them with your helmet. You can't hit them to high. You can't sling them around. You can't tackle them low at his
You
leg.
got a shoulder. You got
what
a
the
shoulder.
fuck you got to do?
They had commercials on it on this
Push 'em, push
Sunday.
'em.
I'm just saying, you gonna give them flags?
Did you
What
see the
fuck?
commercial? Did you see the Seahawks commercial? They're showing how the new tackle goes. How they use their
Eric, man,
shoulders.
you trying to come at a motherfucker who's trying to get rid of the ball less than 4 seconds. You think you really got time to analyze? Okay.
Bruh, it happens. They do it. They're doing it. It's happening. They're doing it. It's just like anything else. Just like in basketball, when they change the rule,
Shit is
everybody's
too much,
mad,
man.
and then everybody starts doing it after a while.
This shit's too much, man. The motherfuckers quarterback get paid the most money. Take a damn sack. Simple as
Nah,
that.
you got to
They don't
protect
want
them
that.
some, bro.
I agree with the helmet. No helmet to helmet. I understand that, right? No going low at the knees. I understand that. But if I tackle you straight up straight up.
You can't drop him into the ground though.
And I'm diving trying to get you. I'm diving over. I'm sacrificing my body.
But
to
that's not
dive and try
driving
to
them
get
into the
you.
ground. That's not the penalty. The penalty is when they grabbing them like this. They
Did you
grab
see-
them like this and they driving them into the ground.
Did you see Clay Matthews tackle?
I just
DDT
told you
him.
that was different. That was something that I think they messed up on. That shouldn't have been.
Did you see the Gregory tackle too from Dallas? You see his?
Yeah,
Did you think he drove him into the ground?
yeah.
What about
thought he did.
the
I
other
thought he
white
did.
white dude?
I don't know.
White dude did Ted this
I don't.
weekend.
I mean, whether you make the call or not is one thing, but sometimes I see what you're saying. A momentum of a tackle is hard to control, but it's like anything else. They'll learn how to do it, guaranteed. Just like in any rule they've ever had in the sports, they always figure out how to do it. If you look at football then way back and look at football now, it's crazy the difference the way it looks. Same way with basketball. All these damn rules, remember the hand check. Now you can't touch them. Now you can't do this. We still watching basketball and it's still great.
And they still hand checking shit.
No, yeah, you know what? But you remember
They might be penalized for it.
But
though.
you remember that when they first stopped hand checking, when they first went to that rule, they was calling that shit. I mean, there was 2 or 3 years where you couldn't touch a motherfucker. Now they slowly back to the hand checking, and you seen that it's coming back a little bit. But
And you know, we was talking about the old nigga in the club. John Gruden's back. Do you think he the old nigga in football?
no, because there's a whole bunch of niggas older than John Gruden.
But I'm just saying, man, he looked like the stuff that used to work back when he was coaching. He's still trying to do, and obviously it ain't working because the Raiders is just as bad as the Cowboys.
I was about to say they're the same. They're basically the same team.
Yeah, they're basically the same team. I'm like,
they got more stars than we got though.
But they still horrible. They horrible
Maybe
just like
not,
the
maybe not.
Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't. I don't know if. I don't know. It's too early. It's too early. Damn, they just all them damn crumbs on the ground. I don't think. I still give him a pass.
Gruden?
Yeah, because he's still new. Shit, it's only 3 games, bro. 4 games. Unlike Jason Garrett, that motherfucker been subpar for how many years now?
That's an 8th year, 9th year.
So
What is it?
that's different.
That's some
I
serious-
can't compare. I can't compare him to him.
Are you shocked that the Patriots are losing like they're losing?
It's where, like I said, it's no. I'm not shocked. We 3-4 games in, dog.
You say the Patriots?
The Patriots. That's your team, Tom.
How they doing?
How we?
They lost to Detroit, Tom.
So what did it? So what's their record? 2
1
and
and
1.
2, right?
See at the playoffs.
They lost 2 or they lost
I think
1.
they lost 2.
Let's say so. We gonna judge them now off of 3 games.
No, because the Patriots ended up in the AFC Championship game.
Okay, so then what's the question? I don't understand what the question is.
I'm just saying, are you
what's the
shocked?
question? Yeah,
Are you
what's-
shocked?
Am I-
that the Patriots
Nah,
are
they
down?
They lose games every year.
To Detroit?
Detroit ain't that sorry. What made you think Detroit's sorry?
Because they ain't had a winning season since the Barry
Now, what are
Sanders
you
left?
talking about? That's bullshit. Stafford's been my fantasy quarterback, and he be giving me points like a motherfucker. They be winning some games.
I mean, I don't know
They
the
were
fact-
good.
I don't
They
know
were
the
good
truth on
last-
this, man.
You know what?
So you
Hang
trying to
on.
say
Let
they
me
went
see.
over
Let me see their
500?
record last year.
They went over
Let me see.
500?
Since Barry Sanders, yes.
You said so. You think they went over 500?
Because you said since
Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
I don't remember them being decent since Barry Sanders.
They've been good. What are you talking about? When they had what's his
Oh,
name?
Megatron. Yeah, they
And they had the
probably was.
defense. They was good.
They probably was decent. I forget about that.
How you forget that?
Megatron.
Nigga,
Yeah.
not the Transformer, nigga.
So what you think? You think he was a Transformer?
Not the
Tom,
Transformer, nigga.
Take a guess who he is.
Decepticon?
Take a guess who he
He
is.
just said.
I don't know.
That motherfucker said, "Oh, what is Megatron?"
Are you looking up
Megatron.
their? Are you looking up their record?
I want to know what the Detroit is. Patriots are 1 and 2, and the Lions were 1 and 2. Was that game 3? Yeah, they 1 and 2 now.
It's just
So.
way too early to be trying to be acting like maybe they. I'm trying to look to see what they last year's. See what they've been like the last few years.
Well, you might be right, but I'm just saying it's just surprising me for the Patriots to be, they always start out pretty well. Even when remember when Tom Brady got suspended for whatever it is, they started off hot with the backup quarterback. They always start out well. I can't stand the Patriots because they always start out well. They ain't got no bum ass coach.
You know what? The Patriots just had a bad start. They just had it when they went to the Super Bowl. It was, yeah, because remember didn't he get hurt?
He got suspended. I remember that.
And whatever, and then they lost some game. Then he comes back in and takes them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. Tom Brady, man, that boy bad. Ain't nothing you can really say about Tom Brady. I mean, you might love him, hate him, whatever it is, but Tom Brady can play some ball. That's why Tony picked them motherfuckers. He only knows Tom Brady. Like, Tony, you gonna pick a team? Yeah, I picked the Patriots.
That's my man's in them.
That's my man's in there. I picked the Patriots.
That's my man's in them.
I'm like, ain't that a motherfucking bitch? Gonna pick that team like it ain't shit.
That's my man's in them.
I just don't want the NFL to be soft, man. I really like the tackles. I like the aggressive part of football, and I didn't get paid a lot of money to do that. I don't want to see nobody hurt, but I damn sure want to see a good tackle. I want to see somebody get burnt. I want to see it all. I want to see, like back when I was playing when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no damn pads out there tackling in that damn hard ass dirt. Well, we was getting sacked.
I still think it's good good football. We just
You just gotta get used to the. You gotta get used to the
rules. Just like everything else, you just gotta get used to it.
In another year or two, you can be over it.
All right, man.
Well, they was 9-7 last year.
Who?
The Detroit Lions.
That's pretty good. 9-7.
You said they ain't had a 500 season.
I said, I was speculating. I know they ain't that good.
You was lying.
Speculating.
I guess so. Fuck it. I'm lying.
You know what I'm saying? Detroit's been all right. They just fall apart.
What they look like before?
The year before that?
Yeah, you got all the years up there?
Nah, this is 2017. Let me, it should be right there in the same thing though, huh?
You find that, I'm going to ask Tone a question about my man I grew up on.
Who that?
Tone, Bill Cosby went to court today. Now,
yeah.
Eric already said that nigga wasn't nobody's father. Nobody's somebody. I grew up on Bill. He was damn near my father.
Yeah,
No.
You know what? Unfortunately, that's the case with some people. You know what I mean?
So he got a good lawyer because he was supposed to go in there and they're saying possibly getting 30 years, and the lawyer asked for 10. You think some shit like, you think you should be able to get 10 years after you got busted with like 80 girls?
Man,
they was 9-7 in 2016 too. Go 2015.
I think whatever he gets, he's gonna get. But the thing is that they're trying to fight the case of they're gonna put it out there that like how are you gonna incarcerate an 80-something-year-old blind man?
Because he took the putty. I mean, you just think about that. They said he 80. He wasn't 80-something when he took the putty.
Putty. That nigga he do sound. When you say putty, nigga, you sound like that nigga from Full Force. When people say he sound like, everybody say he sound like that dude.
Putty,
man.
Sound
like him.
No, just say he trying to get the pussy. No putty.
I don't speak like that though.
That nigga said the putty.
What? Man, come on. You don't say you don't say pussy, but you say the putty.
Fuck yeah, I said pussy. What
That
the
nigga
fuck
say
you talking about, nigga?
God damn.
I was just trying to.
No, but
Eric said I was lying to myself. I wanted to lie to myself one more time.
Okay, so. Okay,
Nigga
so all this stuff.
He took the pussy. That's all to it.
All this stuff happened years and years ago. So, I guess whatever sentence he's gonna get.
Wait a minute, I must be. This is the trip. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Because I'm
at
at 2015 now. This nigga, they saying he's 79 record again. They get a 79 record every year, or just my computer broke?
Yeah, nah.
I'm gonna go one more year.
Refresh.
If it say 79 again.
Refresh.
Go ahead, John.
So you basically, okay, he been taking a pussy since he was well before Uptown Saturday Night or some shit. I don't know. He been taking a long time that roofie drug.
Well,
He been taking them broads off. And
but I mean, it's tough because it's kind of like one of those things where it happened so long ago, but they're bringing it up now. But the thing is like whatever he gets sentenced, it really doesn't matter because you put him in there 10, 15 years, he ain't gonna last long.
That nigga was. They were 11-5 in 2014. So you just wrong. You just way wrong.
Let me ask you a question on that,
I
Eric.
went all the way back to
Did you lie?
2014.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Are you surprised that they had that record?
No, because I said they've been good. They just fall apart at the end. I don't know why I know that shit. It's because my boy Chris is a big Detroit fan.
I'm
So
surprised.
I kind of
I ain't gonna lie.
I knew they were because I've been, like I say, they've always had, like I said, they had Megatron. They had, you always laugh when you hear Megatron. Look at the mess this motherfucker making. I know your mama taught you better than that.
Nigga, a little bit. But
Cleaning
we in
crumbs
this
everywhere and shit.
snacking, eating. Man. I
Crumbs.
got a Dyson, nigga. I cleaned it up. There ain't no big.
Niggas like a Dyson.
I ain't gonna lie, I need to get one myself.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know, it's the trick. 'Cause I've been looking at new vacuum cleaners on Amazon.
Shit, I'm waiting for them motherfuckers to drop down in price though.
That motherfucker is high. You gotta catch it on.
Yeah, that
what's that
shit
store
like
called? Tuesday.
five- that's
Tuesday
like
morning?
Yeah,
$5
Dyson,
bills.
I ain't getting no Dyson. I'm gonna get. We got going in the vacuum cleaner. We got so we got a Kirby, right?
Nerds.
And and that motherfucker, I don't think it. You know, it's old now. I don't think it works that good. But my girls say it works hella good. But I've been looking at it. I want one for upstairs and one for downstairs, so she can have her Kirby. I'm gonna buy me one that. What's that one?
Shark.
Nah, that they don't last that long. That one with the round thing.
The
Is
ball?
Yeah, with the ball.
That's Dyson.
Oh, that's the Dyson one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I was like,
Hey man,
yeah,
bring that
what I'm
bad boy in here. Let me check it out.
motherfucking Dyson.
That's it.
Get back. What we talking about? What we talking? Get back to what we talking about.
Anyway, we're talking about NFL and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you ride me about I don't know shit about Detroit. You're damn right I don't know shit about Detroit. They make automobiles and they got no goddamn jobs.
They play on Thanksgiving the same time we do. I remember
That's
the game
right.
before.
They got a
after.
lifetime contract too.
Yep.
Damn, that's cool, motherfucker.
Is it a contract?
They got
I don't know if it's a
Motown.
Yeah,
contract.
Dallas
I
signed
thought it
that
was a
lifetime
gentleman.
contract.
Yeah, Motown.
I thought it was a gentleman's agreement.
Motown, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, you
What's
right
that?
about that too, Tom.
Motherfucker did that.
I said they don't get them with cars and no jobs. I'm
Motherfucker,
talking about
Motown.
today, though, Tom. I'm talking about today.
They still got Motown out there. They got their little thing. Okay.
Right, it's
I
a
bet you
house.
Detroit is nice.
Motown is a house.
When it's party,
It's a house. But
you know,
what's okay? So what's the word with Cap?
man, the Nike commercial like we talked about
committee.
last week was nice. I like that shit.
He's
But
a
the
treasurer.
fact I'm hearing through the grapevine, I saw a little attorney said it. His attorney said he might get a deal with the Raiders or the Patriots, and I don't even know how that even sound feasible. But you know,
Hey, that nigga ain't getting no-
because I think
You know,
Eric, you mentioned something about why would they, right?
I mean, I'm just saying
He ain't gonna start.
we going on 3 years almost that he ain't played,
Right.
and but telling him he wasn't a starter when he left.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm the first person to tell Cap, say, fuck all y'all, because if I win my suit with the NFL, I ain't playing shit.
First of all, why would he? It's so many
I
damn
think it's
levels to
bullshit.
this shit.
I think it's bullshit.
It's first of all, there's the level that the first level is you're not boycotting, but you're protesting against the NFL. So why would you go back and play for him?
Right.
That makes no sense.
Right.
They're, playing for him after
But
you've gotten this far.
Right, obviously, but he did want to play, but they're keeping him out.
I mean, but so we're past that now. You're not never gonna play in the NFL again.
Not never.
Why?
If I was him, I
He's
wouldn't.
protesting. It's like, why would you go back to the? You off the plantation? Why you go? Your ass is trying to jump the fence back in, go pick some more cotton.
That's funny as shit.
Now you out the plantation.
And
why are you trying?
you got a great deal. Like,
So why are you
him
trying to
making
get
hella
back
money,
in?
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
can see
that's one part of it. Then there's
He might be. Hey, Eric, I hate to say it, he might be institutionalized.
Then there's
Underground
Well,
Railroad don't work
he's
for
showing
him.
that he's not that by fighting. But then you have the other thing is that, like I was saying earlier, we all, want Cap to be whatever he's going to be successful,
I wanna
whatever
be
he's going to be.
successful,
But at
yeah.
the same time, I mean, as a Cowboy fan, I know Dak is horrible right now, but do I want him?
No.
No.
He ain't
That
played in a while.
That nigga ain't threw no ball in forever.
He don't throw straight for 10 yards either.
We got other quarterbacks. We got other quarterbacks like say RG3,
Yeah.
who's actually playing, who ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I would go get somebody like that before I would go get somebody who ain't even on the field.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, he's winning more now when he's not playing
Yeah.
than he did when he was playing.
Well, I mean, he had a Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl the year before.
Did they
He
win?
no, they lost in the
No,
Super
they
Bowl.
lost.
Yeah.
But they got to the Super
But
Bowl.
now he winning. He's winning a whole lot more now than he did when he was playing. Why would it go back?
Well, we don't know. He just started winning. That Nike commercial,
Sorry.
that Nike thing was a big win for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But hey, I got to give him when you stuck to your guns. That's what I'm saying.
He ain't had
Yeah.
no. You know what? I don't want to sound, because when you say stuff bad about, not bad, but when you say something against Cap, you sound like you hating and stuff on him. And I don't want to sound like I'm hating, but
Nigga, stop hating.
But it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's almost like you ain't really got no choice. He wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I mean, so people say, oh, you know, he stuck to his game. What? I mean, shit, he wasn't playing.
Only gun he had on there.
Exactly.
They also got him the
That's
fuck
only
out of
gun
here
he
though.
had. You're right.
They got him the
Yeah,
fuck.
one gun. That
outta
nigga-
But what I'm saying is he wasn't picked up.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
know.
They
but
weren't picking him up, so it's like,
yeah.
so you say it's not like he was playing for a team
Nigga
and
had
they
a
got him the
six-shooter
fuck out of
with one
there.
bullet.
He had bet on himself and didn't sign back with team because he thought he was gonna make a lot of money,
Yeah,
Right.
and so nobody picked him up.
yeah.
And then he went on this big crusade.
Because he thought it was going to be about football. And they let his ass know it ain't about
Yeah,
football.
he thought he was, a talent with,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were like, "No, we can find
Right.
another nigga just like you."
But you know, does anybody remember his quote? Because I feel embarrassed and I don't.
What quote?
Sacrifice everything.
Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
See, this nigga.
That ain't real life.
Yeah.
Ain't none of y'all niggas quitting your job.
No.
Hell no.
That's what somebody
I'm
that got
not-
money
I'm not
can
quit-
say
Yeah,
that.
that's
Exactly.
That's you right. That's what motherfuckers.
If
That
I
shit
say
ain't
that
real.
shit and I
That
lose
shit
my
ain't like-
job,
That's for
shit.
niggas. That's for niggas who just starting out, who ain't got no job, and niggas who's
Nigga,
rich.
you making minimum
No,
wage.
I'm talking about like you ain't even got a career yet. You like you a
Yeah,
young
nothing.
cat trying to figure out what you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah, nigga,
Then that's good
I'm
advice.
I'm gonna be a depressed nigga. I lose
That's
my
good
job.
advice.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, our cats that's making so much money that they got money put away where they can do what the fuck they want to do.
You making
But
$13.50
brothers that's
an
living
hour?
check to check, they ain't trying to
Hell
hear
yeah.
that shit.
I heard that
Sacrifice,
shit. Nigga,
shit.
If
Sacrifice
that check
is
don't
getting
come
up
on in 2
every
weeks,
morning.
I'm dying.
Dude,
up here.
you making $13.50 an hour and you call in sick too many times. They tell you call in sick one more time. Man, you coming in with influenza. You coming in to work.
Nigga, I'm coming in early.
You coming
I'm making
in.
some hours I
over there,
missed.
You be at the drive. You in the. You,
Sacrifice my ass.
yeah. See, it's easy when you got money already.
Ain't nobody
And that-
sacrifice.
To keep it real, to keep it 100, it's easy to say that when you got money, and then you got backing from Nike and do all that. That's fine. I get you. I get you.
He didn't have backing. He didn't have backing from
He
Nike.
did. He not did have a deal.
He had a deal, but
No,
they wasn't doing shit with
But it
him.
wasn't. Yeah, they wouldn't.
Right.
So he
he
wasn't
didn't
getting no
have
check.
no backing with Nike.
He got a check now.
He
got a
had
check now.
He had what helped Cap out, and this is what I give him props for. He still had to make a stand. He still had to be, that person, that brave person to go out there on that pedestal and by himself. But what made him,
That light skinned guy.
what he did have going for him is he had support.
He played the long game.
And when
That's
I say
really what
support,
it
it
is.
wasn't money support. It was just support. Players supported him.
Right.
People, some stars that supported him, and he had, the community for the. I mean, there's a lot of middle America that doesn't, and there's a lot of motherfuckers around here that don't, but he still had a lot of support from people too.
Well,
So
you know
that
what's
helps
kind of
out a
cool?
lot.
I saw this on Yahoo. They was talking about the president, and I know we don't like talking about this motherfucker. Was talking about Nike had dug their grave, and it was gonna be all fucked up for Nike for
no, they
backing
make
him
more
up.
money than ever.
They came through on their ass, right? Some kind of it was $6 billion, something like
Profits
that.
went
Some
up.
crazy profit went crazy on it.
Profits
Just made him
went
look
up.
like you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah,
Which is
profits
good.
went up.
You know
So
what I
do
mean?
you question Nike's motive?
No.
Their business is all about money.
Exactly.
It is money, and they took a
We-
risk.
We can't forget that.
That's-
Motherfuckers
So,
always
I
want to
mean,
act
so
like
we
they
don't
don't
want
know
to.
that's what it's about. It's about money.
So it's right.
It's a risk.
So we can't be patting Nike on the back for taking
Hell no, I'm not
Cap's
patting Nike.
Cap's thing.
Nigga, I'm still
if
mad
Cap
if
was a
they
bad
can't get my damn
if Cap
shoes
was a
no
bad
more.
investment, they wouldn't have did that.
No, somebody
It's-
was smart enough to know the long
It's
game.
still a risk.
It is.
Regardless.
It is, but
Nah, I don't think
If
so.
you-
I think it's still a risk. That is
I
a
don't think so.
touchy.
If they did
that is
research-
a touchy subject,
if they did
considering all
research-
the stuff that they do for the
I think-
NFL and other.
No, I think
sports
Nike.
organizations.
First of all, I think Nike is such a big company globally
Oh, they got
that-
FU money.
that Kaepernick situation is not a risk.
yeah, I'm with you, Eric. I don't think
I
that was
don't think it's a big
I
risk for
don't
Nike.
think it was a
Nike
risk.
makes so much money globally
Right.
that the little hit that they're gonna take if Cap doesn't work out ain't shit.
I think you're right. I think they knew. I think they figured there was enough people out there supporting him that there was no way in the world
I
they
mean,
wasn't going to.
Jordan just signed that's with us. That Paris dude. What's that dude? They just put out his new Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That dude from Paris, he a soccer player or whatever that makes all that goddamn money.
God damn.
Oh,
But I hate to talk. We were just talking about this earlier about talking about shit we don't know about.
I know there's
but
a
they just
soccer
put out.
player.
They just put out the Jordan 5. Was it? And it said Paris on it. Remember, it says Paris
Yeah.
on this thing. That's his shoe.
Yeah.
And I think he's a
ugly ass
soccer
shoes.
player or something.
definitely not Ronaldo.
And-
No, it's the soccer player.
no,
so
it's not
the
Ronaldo.
new one that just got paid. I
And
know
so
what you're talking
and
about.
so I mean they sign it, and these are guys that we forget because they soccer players and shit. They make way more fucking money.
No.
So what I'm saying is Kaepernick's little deal.
Right.
Kaepernick ain't even the high. I mean, he don't even make no money compared to
No,
LeBron and them.
That's U.S. That's U.S.
I mean, shoe wise. So I don't think that
Soccer is international.
you think that Nike was worried about the 5 white people in Kansas that was burning Nike. They're not worried about that
They ain't
shit.
burning no J's. They ain't burning nothing. They were burning what? Cortez?
I
No,
like
what they
Cortez.
were.
Kendrick Lamar. That's Kendrick Lamar now.
What's
Nike signed Kendrick Lamar. All them Cortezes is his. He ain't saw all his new Cortezes. Them motherfuckers is fat too.
that? No, Cortez is bagging like 80s.
Yeah, that's what they from. That's what they are.
That's what
Neymar.
he's wearing.
dude Neymar.
Cortezes.
No, oh, is that what you talking about?
Yeah,
the
the
old
soccer
dude?
player. Neymar would be the first soccer player to wear Jordan cleats.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Woo,
That's cool. Shit.
But
Props.
yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar was signed by Nike for the
Damn,
Nike Cortezes.
Damn,
That's all he wears, Nike Cortezes.
It's crazy, man. They're making that real money, man. That's a long dollar.
I mean,
He got some Nike Cortez house shoes. I seen them the other day.
Damn.
but at the same time, it's like, Cap. Just relax, dude. Don't go back to the NFL, man. You be all right.
He ain't going back to the NFL. It's like
they ain't gonna let him back
just
in there.
like that, just
That's
like you
a
said,
lie.
just like
That's
you
a
said,
lie.
he stuck to his guns. It's the same thing. He ain't got no choice.
No,
The NFL gonna stick to their guns.
Yeah, because
They ain't not letting
them
his ass
old
back
white
in.
folks ain't letting them back in there. Jerry Jones and them is like, no,
Nah, yeah, I'm with you, Eric. That shit
they
ain't
not
coming
letting his
back in.
ass back in.
That fool ain't coming in. But one did come back. Somebody came back.
Who?
Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods.
But Tiger Woods.
Oh, he
Tiger
definitely
Woods
fucking
love
a
white
Cracker
folks.
Barrel waitress.
What you call white folks?
Cracker Barrel? Cracker ass, cracker.
This nigga.
Cracker Barrel.
Oh shit!
He laying
His girl
pipe.
Erica, you call her a Cracker Barrel?
No, he laying pipe.
What did you say about Cracker Barrel? Because
Her name is Erica
You didn't hear
Herman.
me?
I was finna say, I was
Yeah.
finna say that because you said one dude came back and I said, yeah, but he loved white folks. And right when I was saying that, you said Cracker Barrel. What the
Oh
fuck
no,
you
I thought
talking
he
about?
was. I thought he was laying pipe at a Cracker Barrel waitress.
You know we got a new
Her name
Cracker
is
Barrel.
Erica Herman.
You know we got a new Cracker
Who's that?
Barrel
That's Tiger's girl.
Yeah.
from Cracker Barrel.
I don't know if she's from Cracker Barrel. I don't know about no Cracker
How
Barrel.
the fuck we get on Cracker Barrel, man?
I'm talking about Cracker Barrel.
You know we just got one just open, right?
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Tom, is that her?
Who?
The girl you say he laying pipe to.
Who is that?
Oh, he's
His girlfriend, Erica Herman.
Who the fuck know? Who
Is
the
she a
fuck is
Cracker
that
Barrel
girl?
waitress?
Is she famous or something?
She was on the picture when he won the thing. He ran
I
up
know,
to her kissing
but
her.
you keep saying her name like she starred in some movie.
Yeah,
We
I
supposed
I don't
to
know.
her or
I just
something.
I thought that was a Cracker Barrel girl. He said laying pipe to
No,
the
I'm not
waitress.
calling her a Cracker Barrel. Is
Oh.
she a Cracker Barrel waitress?
I don't know. Shit,
Why
I'm
did you say
asking
Cracker
you.
Barrel?
Cause you know he fucking Perco's waitresses and IHOP waitresses back in the day. He was winning and shit.
I didn't know all that shit. I'm like, why this nigga say Cracker Barrel?
I'm just saying. I thought he was laying pipe again. Waitresses.
He might be. I don't know. But
Where's
there was
she
pictures of him kissing her when he won the thing.
See,
and
I
shit.
don't even. Is she a waitress?
Nigga, I don't know.
This dude laid. But Kev just laid out a name.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just
you said Cracker Barrel. We try to figure out.
Does she own Cracker Barrel?
Nah, I don't think she
Is she
owns
from the
Cracker
Cracker
Barrel.
Barrel
She
dynasty?
ain't part of the Cracker family. The Cracker Barrel family.
Maybe.
Oh shit!
She can own like
I went to-
95%.
Where was I at? I was in Kansas City. I went to Cracker Barrel.
Sacramento.
Their pancakes was good,
Sacramento,
bro.
we got Cracker Barrel, y'all.
Yeah, but the rest of the food ain't all that. Don't get
You
too
been there?
excited about it.
You been there?
To this one?
Yeah.
I told you I went to one in Kansas City just this summer.
Well, you got to be the one here.
The pancakes was good.
I need you to go to the one here.
Well, have you been there?
Not yet.
Then how do you know?
I just
Have
need
you
to-
been to a Cracker Barrel?
I don't have no opinion because I ain't never been to one.
Well, I'm sitting there telling you I've been to one.
But you need to be the one here. In
It's
your
got
hometown.
like when you walk in this place, it's got like white folks memorabilia all over this motherfucker, bro.
What's white folks memorabilia?
It's got like
Elvis.
yes, Elvis. It's got like
Elvis
anything you
memorial
can think,
pay
anything that
plates.
you think of as white people. That's what they got on the wall. They say Cracker Barrel.
Does she own Cracker Barrel stocks?
Is-
I don't.
I don't think she owns Cracker Barrel stocks, man.
So what has she got to do with Cracker Barrel?
I don't know what Tone came up with that shit.
I thought he was messing with waitresses. That's the whole point. Where you been the last 10 years? I don't. Yeah, boy. I see. Don't look at the security. Yeah, boy.
It's got like little red. They got like
Oh,
red flyer. What do you call them?
Oh, shit, wagon.
What's the name of them wagons?
I don't know. What,
The-
what, red
Red
wagon?
flyers?
Yeah, the flyers.
Red
got-
flyers?
It's got like that kind of shit up on the wall. It's got like
Nah, dog.
I saw a Ku Klux Klan sheet.
What? Oh
The whole-
shit!
No, I'm lying. I ain't seen no Ku Klux Klan sheet. The pancakes was good though.
The pancakes.
The pancakes was
Nothing else?
good. I don't know. The pancakes were like real. They had like a, you know when you make a pancake with instead of you use grease, like so I guess they grease the skillet. So but the skillet's hot. So when you first put the thing on there, it's like it's almost like it's frying it. It's got like a little crisp to it for a minute.
Ooh, light
It's good, man. Hey, when we get done, we're gonna go get some pancakes, y'all.
Damn.
We
I'm
was
totally
supposed to
against
go get Whoppers. You took off and got Whoppers.
I got Whoppers, nigga. Oh, what
I
you got?
ain't- No,
Hey, what
I
we
do
want?
I do like that. I got some boxes of macaroni and cheese. They got white cheddar Cracker Barrel. That shit good as fuck.
Box
Damn, man,
macaroni and cheese.
But
Nasty.
you gotta give Tiger credit. He was everywhere with this broad at the Dodgers game. This, that.
Man.
Nigga, what we talking about now? Go to the next thing.
Let's move on.
Tiger
Move
Woods'
on.
girlfriend.
Move on.
He won. Did we even say what he did? So he
He
won.
won.
He won.
He won. Yeah. So everybody happy
Hey,
for Tiger Woods.
Yeah, we all happy.
We
for
all
Tiger
happy
Woods.
for Tiger Woods.
But I am not happy for
Don't stick with one.
Suge Knight.
I don't give a fuck about shit. Why you care about shit? Why ain't you happy for that nigga?
Motherfucker gonna be about 80-something years old when he get out.
The streets are safer now.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that. But that motherfucker got
drive-thrus.
28 years.
That's what he get. He been doing that nigga been doing dirt for a long
A
time.
long fucking time. This is a
You
long.
ain't say he ain't happy about it. You sound like them
I didn't
folks
say I
was
wasn't
rooting
happy about it.
You
I
did just say
I
you
ain't
wasn't
for-
happy.
I mean, I ain't happy for him in the sense that he got 28 years. I don't
I
see
can care
nobody get
less.
28 years.
Man, yes, you do.
He's gonna have
People-
to do time.
Some people deserve to die.
People who've been hanging folks out over balconies, running people over with their trucks,
Vanilla Ice.
putting all that. But he ran over that his boy with the truck. Remember?
That's why he got 28 years.
I know. And you remember the story just came out a year or two ago about
went over that motherfucker twice.
and then corrupt just had that interview on Breakfast Club where he confirmed it about him making everybody pee in a damn jug and then making old dude some dude that did something wrong.
Oh yeah, you fuck up, you drink.
Yeah,
it.
you made him drink it and shit or get your ass beat. It's like,
Nigga, if we have to fight, you done beat my ass.
but they even did it on.
That's the thing.
That's what
you
I'm
either
saying.
Get your ass beat or you drink it.
So what I'm saying,
we on-
niggas
we on
that's
strap.
living
when
like
I get
that,
a chance to
lock
get
them
your
up.
ass, nigga, I'm gonna get you.
But that's
too.
your boy. You don't want to be locked up for 20 years.
There's so
Man,
much.
lock
Nah, I
that
don't know
fool
nothing
up,
about shit.
bro.
Listen, there's
I said 28 years,
there
a
was
long
a
time.
there was an era that you could probably get away with it, and not go to the cops because obviously, there's some little
What the fuck is he
LAPD
talking
shit
about?
back in the day. You do some like
Tone little fatty,
No,
Eric. You
what
know
the
that,
hell
right?
he talking about? What era?
you ain't never seen the TV show
What TV show?
when they were implying that the LAPD was working for Suge.
Yeah, that was.
Security?
I don't believe that
Investigation.
shit. He has
Outside
some.
investigation.
No, he has some cops
Yeah.
that work for him off
Security.
duty. Off duty,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But that ain't the LAPD.
yeah, I understand that.
Ain't
But at the
nobody-
same time,
LAPD
there was
ain't working for
there was a
Suge
time
Knight.
he got away with shit, but not now.
I don't
He
think
don't
he.
run shit.
I don't think he ever would have got away with running over a nigga in the Taco Bell parking lot like he did.
Well, if they didn't have video,
That motherfucker did it. Boop, boop, bloop,
But we all seen
bloop,
that.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
We all seen that shit. I don't
you gotta
think he'll
have
get away
you
with
gotta
that
have
shit.
video.
Oh, that shit was
but
hella funny.
but at
Then
the
he
same
tried.
time,
Then he was in court talking about he was blind. He couldn't see shit. You don't remember that?
he was
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chuck said that shit.
While he was
but
in
he was
trial,
a driver.
He was in,
Oh, that shit was hella
He-
funny.
He would come. This is when after he's already been locked up. They were bringing him in for a different trial. So he came in. He went blind. He said he couldn't see and stuff. So he needed to be put in a certain different.
The fuck
Yeah,
up,
they didn't. They was like,
dude.
yeah, right. Get your ass back.
Okay, so that was because he had it on video. Imagine he had video of him hanging Vanilla Ice over the fucking balcony.
Mm.
How far he would have went back then? He wouldn't have gotten back. He wouldn't have went that far.
I mean,
back then.
is that against the law?
Yeah,
Hanging
The
off the
hanging nigga
balcony?
over the balcony?
Hell
Yes.
yes,
He
it's the
didn't
law.
drop him.
that's called
Nigga, that's
extortion.
extortion.
Wait. All he did was scare niggas.
And made him
So
sign that goddamn
scaring people is
the
against
rights
the law.
over. That's extortion.
Scaring to get percentage from
He
a
didn't
song.
have to. No, all he could have said no.
Oh hell, this motherfucker right here. I think he.
Vanilla Ice could have said no.
You tripping, bro?
Not when you're hanging outside the balcony.
Hell no.
Test him.
Hell no.
I
You
don't
can't
think
do
he's
that
gonna
shit.
drop me. No.
Shit. Nigga, that's crazy. You don't think he'll drop you?
I don't drop me.
You willing to risk it?
Me? You? No, we talking about me.
My office hours are.
He wouldn't even
from
have to
9
hang me because all he had to do was say. All he had to do was say, give me whatever percentage. I'd have been like, all right, niggas. I heard you making niggas drink piss.
My office
I guess so.
hours
I don't
are.
even think they do that shit.
What you talking about?
Nigga, that's the 5 heartbeats when homie hung him off the balcony.
Oh.
He told that motherfucker. My
You know the
office
best
hours
part of the
are-
5 heartbeats?
Which one?
The best part of the 5 heartbeats is when Red shows up at the funeral and goes up to old dude's wife.
And
It
he's
says she slaps the shit out of him and his hair
Yeah.
fall like this. She slapped the shit. And because he already red.
yeah.
He beige.
Hey,
So when he
slapped
slapped
the
him,
shit
his
out of
face was red as hell and his hair was just hanging like this.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
That shit was funny, boy.
That's a funny ass.
Red's hair was. Remember when Red was whooping ass too? Remember his hair would fall?
Yeah.
And that motherfucker be everywhere.
When
That
he
shit was good.
beat old boy's ass, yeah.
that's
I
good
think my
shit.
favorite part is nights like this I wish. That nigga was sounding bad as shit.
Oh, when he was
out
when he
there
was all
singing,
fucked up.
Out there looking
he
fucked
was,
up.
What was he like?
When he was trying to get-
fence
Trying to get
Yeah,
behind
behind
the
the
back of the
fence, he
group.
trying to get in.
Yeah.
He was still in the
He's
old
Eddie
sequence.
Kane,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
Kane,
yeah.
nigga.
He was still in the sequence.
They had the old suit on. He said, "Nigga, I got my shit done, 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 done."
Yeah, he was through.
He was all fucked up.
Nice, like-
That motherfucker.
They don't
cracked.
put that nigga in movies no more. He used to be in a lot of movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that dude just being a lot. Him and Leon.
Leon.
Yep. That
This
Nigga,
man-
that ain't
motherfucker with the
Leon.
Leon.
That nigga's name is Leon, nigga. Leon.
Leon.
Whatever.
His baby mama called him
That nigga-
Leon.
Whatever.
That's like
His
you
name is
just
Leon.
hey, he just say take a nigga say Leroy. Nigga, that's Leroy.
Like a
Leroy.
Jerron.
That's Leroy.
That's his.
No, Jermaine.
That nigga.
That's Leroy, nigga. That's
Jerome.
Leroy.
Fuck is Jermaine.
Stephen. Nigga, that's Steven, nigga.
Fucking Leon.
That's how they do it. Nigga.
Ah, shit, this show was boring as hell tonight. We talking about anything else? I think we forgot something.
Nah, nigga.
Hang on. I thought of something.
We not.
Did we touch on Kavanaugh?
Man, that. Come on, dude.
do
Okay,
we-
show over.
Okay, do we have to go back to Kanye and his bullshit?
Fuck Kanye too.
Man,
Did
you know,
see
y'all.
him
Hey, say-
throw
y'all-
the ball?
y'all-
Did you see
y'all
him
fuck
throw
with
the
him. I
ball?
fuck with him.
I hate. Oh my god.
Who are y'all talking about now? Kanye?
Did you see this motherfucker throw the ball at the fucking goddamn Chicago Cubs shit?
Nah,
You
man.
didn't
No,
throw-
I saw
you
him
didn't-
come out.
You
I
didn't
saw
throw the
him.
ball any other time.
I saw him come out with his kid on his shoulders. Somebody's
Yeah,
kid.
but he threw the ball.
Yeah, I saw that. So
You send the first pitch.
Kanye
Kanye can't throw no goddamn baseball.
So check it out, man. Once again, Kanye comes out, and we talking on this nigga. Like I hate talking on him.
All right.
He comes out with this bullshit, telling Nick to keep his girl out of his mouth, and Drake, don't mention my girl. Telling all these different people.
Nigga, that sound crazy to the motherfucker for a nigga to say.
keep my girl out your mouth. I know. But anyway, he's coming out. And first thing I thought of, and I posted it too, when he was put that long thing out about and he's also on this big long thing about how likes and followers should be hidden because people are killing themselves and
I saw that.
going in depression over and I'm like, this is the same motherfucker who makes it and I posted this. He makes a point to tell us how much better he is than us, how much richer he is than us, how he's on a god. Shit, he calls himself Jesus. Now he's Yandi, whatever.
Oh, he's got a couple of albums coming out, and it's called some weird.
So what I'm saying is, he for him to say that stuff coming from him, it's just crazy. Some nigga that said that he don't listen to people who are less successful than him, and he's always got some shit where he puts himself up on a whole nother level. So for him to say that shit is just crazy.
Pedestal.
It's crazy to me. But once again, I'm thinking to myself, okay, why all of a sudden is Kanye talking? Why is he, got his mouth running again? Must be some new shit coming out. And sure enough, he has sneakers come out Saturday
coming out,
and now he got these albums coming. So it's constantly he's out there selling shit, and we fall for it. When I say we, I'm talking about America. Well, shit, the world, I guess. I don't know. America. We do it every fucking time. Everybody, I posted shit on our Instagram page. He was trending, for the last 2-3 days. He was. So it's like every time this motherfucker does his thing, we feed into it, and it's all to sell shit. It's all about when he's got some shit coming out and shit. So he does it, and then we bite on it, and then we give him exactly what he needs. I will say this, and I haven't felt this strong about something like this since. The only other people I took this kind of stance on was the Cowboys a couple of years ago, their secondary. And I said, whenever I see them motherfuckers, I'm going to come in their face and I'm going to tell them that they garbage.
You're going to come in their face.
Pause. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure I have the same energy that I'm talking that mess, because that's how horrible they were. Right. That's how I feel about Kanye. If I ever get the chance to meet Kanye, I can't wait to snub that nigga or
gonna snuff him.
Come in his face. I mean, you know what I mean. I can't wait. Go. I can't wait for real. I can't wait for real to why everybody be like, Mr. West, nice to meet you. I can't wait to say fuck you. That's one nigga that I could say it to. I'm off that Kanye shit, man. That motherfucker.
I'm telling you, we really try hard to stay away from
that
this
motherfucker. Because he's ignorant, man. That shit is ridiculous.
He is on a roll. He went back to Chicago.
I'm not leaving Chicago. I love y'all.
He did the Instagram. He did the Instagram video.
Walking underneath the train.
Yeah, on the train, you could tell that's not a New York train. That's a Chicago train just coming over him. Oh, let me wait. The train coming over real quick. And then he, some
all
bullshit.
Stage, all that shit set up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, who said that?
Telling Nick Cannon not saying about his girl.
I'm mistaken.
Drake, Kiki.
You know what? But you know what? Don't even listen to what they were saying, because they don't know that shit. Because I watched that video and you can't tell where it's from.
I can tell where it was from.
You can't. You can't tell if it's the good or bad part of town. He said you can tell it ain't the bad part of town. You can't.
I could tell it was Chicago for sure, because I was just like, look, he just walking. Not to mention he did.
But
we don't know what the good part and the bad part is.
It don't matter.
But that Malden was trying to say that
he ain't going no bad part. He ain't going to bad part.
All I'm saying is, do you know? Do you guys have? Can y'all name another star? For real. Can y'all name another star that is so inconsiderate when it comes to fans or it acts so. I'm trying to think of somebody who acts like they just so much better than everybody else. I don't know nobody else like that. There's been
scarred.
some like maybe some snotty stars, but I've never seen something like him, bro. And then he comes back because in 1 minute he's your best friend. He needs you. He wants you to feel sorry for him, and then as soon as he wants to be healthy, well again, then this motherfucker is telling you about how great he is over you and shit. Yeah, fuck Kanye. Man.
Yeah, you can't go from starting off making you feel like he's one of you, and all of a sudden I'm a fucking genius. What? No, your last albums were shit.
I mean,
And not to
he did make late registration, and I mean he had college dropout. He's got some fire, nigga.
No
I
doubt,
mean he is a, I don't want to say genius, but he's I mean shit, he's up there as far as rappers go. He's one of the best that came out ever. So I just that shit went to his head, and I can't be a fan of his. I don't see
how the fuck they go to your head in that range. Like there's people in a different pedestal than you, but you decided to put yourself way the fuck up there, and not to mention what you call it. I'm not sure who said it. I think Maul from the Joe Budden show said somebody need to take his phone away from him because that motherfucker.
Well, that's
that motherfucker.
But no, because
he wouldn't say shit until he sells.
But they said the reason why he said that was because remember when he first came out, he was one of them people that didn't have one.
Yeah.
He was one of the people who said he don't want all that shit, and that's when he was putting out good music. That's when he was doing a lot of things. People. That's why I'm always like, Nick, take it back from him and shit, get back to the old Kanye. But man, fuck Kanye, man. And I ain't got no problem.
Shit.
I ain't got no problem saying fuck Kanye, man. I know that we over here in Sacramento, so you know, there's a 99.9% chance that I ain't gonna never meet Kanye. But if I did ever meet Kanye, man, he can walk past me with that shit. I ain't trying to see him.
Yeah, not to mention he was like, "Oh, I was trolling when I put the MAGA hat." You a damn lie.
Lying ass.
Don't bring that. Don't do
this
that
nigga,
shit.
man.
Don't
Anyway,
do that shit.
even-
Don't insult our intelligence for that
You
bullshit.
You ever wonder about their relationship though? Him and I mean, I can't believe that what's her name?
Kim.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian is happy. I mean, I'm talking about
the bird offs.
No. But she can do all that shit. But she can do all that. She make.
Hey,
all
you
the-
right. She
it
make
ain't
all
about
kinds of
money.
She
She
don't
make
know.
all
I'm talking
kinds of
about-
money. She
I'm
a
talking
fame
about-
girl, though. She a fame girl. She likes to
Yeah, but
more attention.
I'm
Kanye
talking about.
brings more
I'm
attention.
talking about
He's
the fun
stupid.
part. Do you
Yeah,
think they be having
no,
fun? I don't think they
I
having
don't think
fun
so
because that
either.
fucker got more problems than a little bit. He got more issues than Jet.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Kardashian machine is totally different from the Kanye machine. They're making sure that Kanye machine ain't fucking up the Kardashian machine. So if she needs to step in, or Chris, her mom, needs to step in to say, you might want to talk to him because you don't want to fuck up
It
this
ain't
bullshit.
fucking up that shit. They got their own following. They don't even pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what's funny about the
They're
Kardashian?
still associated with
But
it.
what's funny about the Kardashian following, and I know from family members that's following them, that they don't even keep up with Kanye. They don't even know what Kanye doing. They got, because it's funny when you watch the Kardashian show and shit. Kanye ain't. He been on that motherfucker maybe twice. He ain't even on that shit. They act like it's not even. He ain't even to be seen. So it's like they follow their people, and it ain't even. It's like Kanye's shit's way separate from theirs.
That's good.
It's funny how they can separate that shit like that, but
Oh yeah, for sure they can.
they separate this
So
shit.
damn
but,
well Chris
man,
in
fuck.
charge of that shit. They ain't like, I'm out.
I don't even feel like the Kardashians with all the bullshit that they be doing and shit. I don't hate them like that. They just, you know,
I watch
it
that
ain't
shit.
my cup of tea, but I don't hate them like that. I hate that.
Right,
I
right.
got to the point where I hate Kanye, and I used to be a Kanye fan.
I know, and that's the thing. Was like I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
don't-
what the fuck happened to you, dude? You went to a whole like. I
Oh,
can't
my-
even relate.
Y'all spending way too much time on this nigga. Yeah, but you know, like you said, the first album was cool, but after that,
Unfortunately,
second album was good. All
that's
right.
the topic. We
Fuck
gotta talk about it. We tried. We can't. There's weeks we can avoid it, but this shit, nah.
We ain't even really talking about all the shit that happened because I just don't. Because we, like I said, we don't want to get into it. But all the Nick Cannon shit and the Drake shit, I don't even want to get into it. But that's everybody knows what's going on with that. We don't need to really get into it.
Right.
But anyway, I heard they squashed it anyway today before
Yep.
we came up here.
And that
him
shit, I'm tired. That's
him and
another
Nick
thing.
Cannon. Him and Nick Cannon. But you know, my thing is real quick on the being upset about people mentioning your girl and shit. My thing is you married a chick
Mm-hmm.
that
That's yours.
no, you married a chick that was everybody's.
You don't know what I'm saying, but now that's
So
yours.
you can't get
took it.
mad. You can't
It's
get mad
yours.
because her
Yeah,
ex-boyfriend over there
yeah.
telling stories.
No doubt.
See,
I'm
that's
saying
his- that's her
that's his
ex.
stories to tell.
Yeah,
But I'm saying now
What you mad about?
that's yours. You got it, nigga. You got the good, the bad, the ugly. You got it all. So if she say she fucked Nick Cannon, ain't nothing you really can do
I
about it.
can't get
nigga.
mad if my girl was with old dude before me,
Yeah,
and he telling his stories.
nigga, she
But she
got
was
I
with
mean,
multiple
yeah.
people.
she got public pussy, nigga.
Yeah.
They got a videotape of her fucking Ray J. That everybody can see it.
Yeah, or Ray J came out with a song called "I Hit It First."
Yeah, I mean,
Now you
Yeah,
can
what
get
can you
mad
say?
about that.
yeah, you can't get mad. But what the fuck?
No,
you
you
gonna do?
can get mad about
can't
that
You
get mad about that.
But what you gonna do is you got to
Okay.
because that's not telling your story.
You got a videotape, dog.
That's you directing
That's
towards
a
something towards
video.
me.
Right.
That's
I hit it
different.
first.
I hit it
Now-
first. You're
now-
talking to me.
Yeah,
Right.
he is talking to him.
I
but
hit
I'm
it
saying-
first years after, but you come up with that. When you came up with that song, you come up with the song when they got married. That's the problem.
Nigga, you should whip
Like
his
you could have
ass.
came up. Nah, he ain't doing that shit. Kanye
ain't
ain't whipping
doing that.
nobody's
Kanye ain't whipping
ass.
nobody.
First, I mean, first of
But
all, you
anyway.
should have. I mean, you should have took that into consideration before you married the chick. If you don't want to let that, if you don't want people talking about your wife like that, you should have picked you somebody else.
The
You
nigga said it his own
you can-
self. He said my girl
video.
a superstar from our own home movies. Nigga, what you talking about? The only home movie I know about Kim Kardashian having is the one with her and Ray
Yeah,
J.
but that's him. That's him. That's him. That's the equivalent to you calling yourself ugly. It's like you put it out there before you say it before somebody else can say it.
Well, that nigga put it
But
out
he's
there.
he's emotional.
Yeah, but the question is, how many bodies does a girl have to have?
What do you mean?
Publicly?
Like how many?
Publicly?
Just average.
She ain't got no more bodies than anybody else. Hers are just famous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hers is just famous.
That's the problem.
But as just typical average Joe, how many bodies does a girl gotta have before you say, "Oh no"?
It depends on how old and shit. All that shit. You gotta take all that shit
She
in
fucking-
You
consideration.
got some
20
miles on
something.
that puss.
The 20-something, you looking at her a little strange. She got 30 bodies on her and shit. 20 bodies on her.
You
30
ain't looking at,
bodies
y'all
at
ain't looking at
25.
nobody strange. Y'all
I'm just saying, she 20
Because we
years
do know,
old.
we do
That's a
know
lot
a
of
person
bodies.
that wife up the chick that you know back in the day was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, hey, but on the real, I mean, this just sounds crazy what we're saying right now. But if your girl is insatiable and she only fuck with one dude
Nigga
or
say
two dudes,
insatiable.
I'm using the technical term,
fuck is
right?
insatiable.
Is there a
I mean,
song?
she like
What
to fuck
does
a
that
lot,
mean?
nigga. She like to fuck. She just
That's
wanna
what
fuck all the time.
insatiable
She
means?
She wants.
Insatiable?
She's got a constant urge to want to get busy. So
That's
she-
what that means.
a hoe.
Read it.
I didn't know
But
that.
she's only.
I know that song by Prince. I didn't know that.
Hey,
I didn't know what it
So
meant. though.
but she's always just fucking with one guy, or then she married another dude and she's just fucking with him. But she fucked 400,000 times. Now here's another girl that she fucked with 4 dudes, but she only fucked 100 times. Which one's worse?
Shit.
So she got dildos, motherfucking tools, and all kinds of shit.
It's
going-
not. You know what? I'll tell you which one's worse.
That's,
one?
You got to put
The
it out
one
there
that's
to know.
worse. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
would be the girl who fucked a whole bunch of different guys. The only reason I say
Even though
that,
it's limited, right?
yeah, the only reason I no. The only reason I say that
No.
is because I don't want to deal with a bunch of different guys.
You don't deal with a bunch of different dicks. That's
No,
Pause.
I don't want to. No, I I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with every time we go somewhere. There's some nigga that you fucked, some nigga that you been with. That's the thing I'm talking about. I ain't got no problem with you being with however many guys you been with before me, because think about it. Y'all niggas is bullshitting, because I've witnessed you guys out there, and y'all, the last thing y'all worried about is what they body count is. When you fell in love 3 times in the club, Tony, this weekend, you was not worried about how many. And one of them, I guarantee, 'cause I saw one of them, I know she had a body count, because while she was dancing, 8 or 9 different 10 guys was coming up to her.
She was bad. She was bad.
So, I mean, I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to deal with your body count. I don't want your body count haunting me.
Okay, so that bothers you if you every time you go out somewhere, some guy's coming up and saying, "Hey,
Oh, that's somebody I used to be with.
How you doing?
Like, he might be cool as fuck. But
Right.
after he walk away and stuff, like, oh yeah, that's my ex. That's my ex. Every time I go somewhere, you got another ex. That kind of shit would kind of get to me.
Yeah, like damn.
Especially if he fine, Paul.
Better look at it.
That nigga walk up, yeah, he buff and got the dick print.
Oh,
Hey, this your ex nigga?
Yeah. So you know,
Bitch, you gotta go.
yeah, so
Talking about he from Jamaica.
that shit would probably fuck with me. But as how many you been with? I mean, we 40-something years old. I'm not counting your body count. I don't want to know what your body count is. I can give a fuck.
yeah, because it'd be the same thing.
Because if she ain't
She
fucking, then you
wanted
gotta
to
wonder
know.
what's wrong with her too.
That's true.
I don't know though.
But you look
Because
You're so full of shit.
It's one of
You
those
ain't
things
worried about
where
no fucking body
it's one of
count.
those things where it's a question that you don't want to ask. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't ask it.
Of course not,
not at this age.
because then eventually that question is gonna come around to you, and you'd be like, "Oh shit."
That's not the reason why I wouldn't answer. I don't want to
I'm
know.
I'm not telling shit.
I'm with Eric. I don't want to know.
I don't
sorry.
want to know.
Sorry, babe. I don't
You
wanna-
never want to know how many guys
No,
and
you
girls
don't.
your girl been with.
Well, I was 17. I did.
No.
I was 17. I asked the question. I was 17 years old.
Yeah, but at 17, if the
It-
answer
it
was
wouldn't-
more than 2,
You was looking at
3,
her like, bitch.
you was looking at it like you hoe. You a hoe.
Yeah, but at the same time, you'd be like, if you the virgin and you trying to get your shit off,
Yeah.
You trying to find that one that had 17 people because you know she easy.
yeah,
Not me.
that's the one to go to though. No, that's some bullshit. You got to go to that one that's been experienced. So you'd be like,
I'm done.
That's a good topic to end on. Let's get it cracking.
oh shit.
Hey, that's the motherfucking show.
Damn.
Hey. I know we talking some crazy shit. Some days you just be on, some days you be off. But if your girl out there fucking
Shit,
17 niggas, there's a problem.
At 40 years old, I guarantee there's a lot of people out there.
It
that
looks
17.
if she's 40 and she's got 17, that's better than 25.
At 20, you got 17. That's what I'm talking
But the trip is you got 3 guys pushing their judgment on women, but if it was 3, we were talking about guys, and your body count was 17 and stuff, we'd be like, oh nigga, that's all you got is 17?
Damn.
See, I switch up.
I wish it was 17.
It's switch up for guys and stuff. So,
That's the double standard
It's always
shit.
double standard, baby.
whatever, let's go.
All I got to say is peace.
Love you, ma.
What were you saying?